What's up, guys? This sounds really muffled. It's your boy Mac Dabs here, and
Mrs. Dabs.
today I'm gonna take this mask off. And we're gonna do a fun and interesting video for you guys. So, because the Halloween season is coming up, or is actually very soon, we thought that I would tell you guys and Mrs. Dabs some like urban legends and see what you think about them. We're gonna do 5 urban legends. All right, I'll tell you the title first.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you the basis of the story.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And then give me your thoughts, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. So, first urban legend. It's called Premature Burial.
I'm already scared.
This one's not that bad.
Okay.
So, basically, a long time ago, they couldn't fully tell when a person was dead or in a coma sometimes. An old man's wife had just died. As they thought.
Died?
Yeah. They had thought. And he was devastated. And he was like, no. My wife isn't dead. No. I don't believe this.
He knows what's up.
He knows what's up.
He does.
So, after this woman had died, the old man was having dreams every single night for a week of his wife trying to pry open the coffin that she was in from underground. He had the same exact dream every night, and he called the doctors and the funeral people, and he was like, listen, I don't think my wife is dead. So, they didn't do anything. They were like, he's crazy. He kept having the dreams. And then he called them again, and he made them dig up her burial spot and pry open the coffin. And when they dug it up and pried it open, they found the old woman with her nails bent back from trying to pry open the coffin. Or the casket. Yeah.
That one didn't scare me. It just made me want to cry. That's so sad.
Number 2.
Okay.
This one is called Bride and Seek, the Missing Bride.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Dun. So anyways, basically the story of Bride and Seek is that there had recently, in the story of course, there had recently been a couple that had gotten married, and they were at the ceremony, and to celebrate, this is gonna sound kind of crazy, but I'm sure they did it a lot more back then than now. To celebrate, because the wedding was at their home, or the bride's parents' home, they had done a big family game of hide and go seek. I know it sounds silly at first, but it gets better.
That's so cute.
Yeah. So everybody hid, and the bride, and the bride had gone up to the attic and found a really, really old chest and hid in the chest. After the game, everybody had been found except for the bride. Her new husband wasn't worried that she wasn't found. Hang on. Because he had thought that she had gone in and took a nap. After about a few more hours of them not finding her, they were really scared and they filed a missing persons report.
She had her own wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
And they never found her or her body until The bride's mother had died. Just like of natural causes or something. Later on. It was a few years later. The bride's mother had died. And the father of the bride had gone up to the attic to go find some old things. And he saw the chest with a rusted lock on it. So he opened the chest and found the remains of his daughter inside the chest.
I'm never playing hide and seek again.
Definitely don't do it when we get married.
I feel it's so funny.
Yeah, it's such a, like, I don't know, weird time, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't expect
That was
that.
awful.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't even get to finish their wedding.
I don't think they got time to do it.
Oh.
Number 3. This one gets quite a bit better, but it's a lot shorter. In this story, a couple had gone on vacation and they booked a room at a hotel. And in the hotel, they noticed an odd odor.
Ew.
And the odor wasn't going away, even, after like a few hours, and it got worse and worse, and shit was stanky. They had called the hotel management to say, hey, there's a smell, we can't find it. They tried cleaning the whole room, they still couldn't find it. The smell still wasn't gone. The smell was coming from underneath the bed, and it was a dead woman's body.
Was this like a really fancy hotel, or was this like one you like?
It didn't say.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's like a normal
Man.
hotel.
I'm gonna make you check under the bed at hotels now.
You ready for the next one?
I think so.
Number 4.
Okay.
This is when things start to get scarier. So this one is called The Babysitter and the Man Upstairs.
That sounds naughty.
How about the babysitter and the man downstairs? A naughty urban legend.
I love it.
You could kind of do that for like most of them. Because what was the name of the last one? The Body Under the Bed.
Yeah. Oh.
But you don't even gotta change the title of that one.
Oh.
Bride Goes Seek. You don't gotta change the title of that one either.
Urban legends go
Now premature.
porno.
Okay.
So back into the story.
Yes. Now that the naughtiness is out of the way. The babysitter and the man upstairs. Don't laugh. Alright. So, in this story, a couple had hired a babysitter to watch their 3 kids when they went out to dinner one night. And I just want to forewarn you guys, there have been a few movies made about this concept, this idea. You might have seen the movies. You might recognize it after I tell you guys this story. Because I have seen a movie that was like this. But it is also an urban legend. The couple had gone out to dinner. And the babysitter was doing some homework. And she was waiting for a phone call from her boyfriend. And the 3 kids were upstairs sleeping. They were already asleep when she had gotten there. She was waiting for a call from her boyfriend. And the phone rings. And she picks it up. And nobody is talking.
Girl, you
on the
hang
line.
that up right away.
All she hears is some breathing. Breathing in silence.
Hang that up.
So the call ends and she hangs it up. Then she gets another call a few minutes later. And the call, she picks it up. And a man on the line says, "Go check on the children," and hangs up. And a few minutes later he calls again and says the same thing and hangs up. she was just like, I don't really understand what's going on. She's confused. She thinks maybe it's the dad calling to tell her to check on the children. She calls the restaurant and finds out that the parents had left the restaurant about 45 minutes ago. So the dad wasn't calling. So she calls the police and she says, hey, there's this crazy motherfucker on the goddamn line. And this bitch is talking some smack to me. Not really, but she said... She was like, listen, there's a guy on the phone. And I'm really scared. What do I do? And the police say, did he threaten you at all? And she says, no. So they said, we can't do anything. I'm sorry. So she's done with her call with the police. And the phone rings again. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
And on the phone is said, why haven't you checked on the children? And then it hangs up again. So, she's still freaked out.
I'm freaked out.
Oh yeah. She calls the police again, and she says, listen, I think there's a guy watching me right now. And they were like, well, have you seen him? And she said, no. So they're like, sorry, we can't help you. Again, because we're the goddamn police. Motherfucker. So anyways, the phone rings again. And the babysitter talks first this time, and she says, listen, you have scared me. This is crazy. Is this what you want? And he said, no. So then the call ends. He calls again, and she turns the lights down. And the man says, why did you turn the lights down?
That's some Herman Sherman shit.
Okay, so background. Herman Sherman is her neighbor. His name isn't Herman or Sherman. He's just a creepy guy. But anyways, back to the story. So then she calls the police. The police are like, alright, well, listen here, honey. What we gotta do for you is we're gonna have you try to stay on the line this time. Try to keep them talking, so we can trace the call. So calls again, and she's like, "What do you want? You scared me. What do you want?" And he says, "I want your blood all over me." And that's when I started thinking a little sexually. I don't know why.
I did too.
I took it sexually when I read that. I was like, ooh, this is getting interesting. Ooh. I don't know why I thought of it sexually. We're awful people. I don't know why we thought of it sexually, but that's what we thought of. So, anyways, back to the story. He says, I want your blood all over me. And call ends. The police are like, hey, it's coming from inside the mother-licking house.
I knew it. I called that.
And they were like, oh, shizzle snits.
Oh, shizzle snits.
The cops get there. Mm-hmm. The man comes down, chases the girl through and out of the house, and has her at gunpoint. The cops get him. All right, they capture him. She's fine. They go and realize that there's blood on the guy. But she's not hurt. They found out he killed the 3 kids. Anyways, like I said, I had seen a movie that was like that, so the movies are fucking scary.
That sounds... I'm never watching a movie like that.
It's a scary concept.
Don't ever show me those, okay?
I won't.
You pinky swear.
Mm-hmm. The next one, are you ready? Urban legend number 5. The dead boyfriend. The let me tell you about this one. This one is gonna be huge. This one reminds me like a little bit more of like a classic scary movie scene, kinda, you know? Like when you think of like classical like 50s scary movies, like serial killers. This is what I think of, okay? There's a boyfriend and a girlfriend parked in a car up on, let's say, a lover's lane, okay? Ooh. They're smacking lips, moving hips, and grooving dicks. Maybe not, I hope not dicks. But anyways, in the story they're kissing. So, yeah. So anyways, the boyfriend is a little bitch and has to go pee. So he leaves the car. And their girlfriend's just sitting in the car and time passes and it feels like forever, okay? Feels like way too long. So
maybe he had to take a Duke.
Maybe. The girl, after waiting what felt like forever, she hears footsteps and thinks it's the boyfriend. So she gets out of the car and she looks, and in the distance is the shape of a man, but it's not the shape of her boyfriend. So she's freaked the fuck out. She gets in the mother-licking car. Mm-hmm. She done presses on that gas. She's putting the pedal to the mother-licking metal. Mm-hmm. Okay?
She better lock those doors.
She hears some squeaking. Alright? And the car isn't moving. Alright? This is nuts. Now, mind you, this is probably an old-timey car, so they don't have a lot of power anyways, or a lot of torque. So.
She put the key in?
Yeah, she put the, yeah. Oh, so pressing on the gas, the key's in. The
I
wheel's
don't know.
rotating.
Okay, just making sure. I mean, if I was
but the car
panic
isn't
mode,
moving. So she still hears the squeaking. The car isn't moving, and that's when she gets out, and she finds out the car is tied to the motherfucking tree. And this is where it gets crazy. She finds out that the squeaking on top, the squeaking that she's hearing is coming from on top of the car's roof. And it's from the boyfriend's dead body hanging from the tree. And his sneakers are hitting the roof as the car's pulling, and that's what the squeaking noise is.
If you gotta pee, you gotta hold it.
Okay, so update, guys. I am not allowed to pee.
If really.
This is gonna be like my grandma all over again when I was 13 and she wouldn't let me go to the bathroom.
No! She told me that. She told me that story. No. Like, if we're like in the car somewhere and it's like nighttime and you gotta pee, like in the woods or something.
If I have to pee in the woods, I don't have to worry about that.
Hold my hand. Like while you pee. So you don't go anywhere. No.
Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed our 5 urban legends. I hope your Halloween is wonderful. I'm sorry about not being great at putting up lots of videos lately, but that is because I work now, so unfortunately I can't get to making videos all the time. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like this, like it. If you want us to do more, tell us in the comments. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great Halloween and a great day. See you guys later.
Bye.
And goodbye.